All right. Liz is calling right now. I got Liz joining me right now. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Appreciate you on. And Broken is Beautiful is your EP. Uh,
Yes, that's right.
and I played those songs on this show before I got on officially. Sandpaper and Bourbon. That's the
Right.
song that I played.
Yeah, yep.
Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed
Well,
it.
thank you so much. That's still one of my very favorite songs I've written since I've been in Nashville.
Cool, cool. I tend to every now and then I tend to interview people from Nashville, especially those on the country. It's definitely a uh, country music for sure. If you definitely want to get yourself heard on the country, Nashville is the place to go. Um,
Yeah, it is.
you being a country artist, and you are in Nashville. Um, I mean, what's it like being an artist there, going to show if like 90% of the musicians are country artists, and you gotta get yourself heard on because obviously Nashville's a big pond for
Oh,
country.
for sure.
So what's it like as an artist to be at that city and doing the music that you're doing, knowing that there's a lot of country musicians out there?
Well, I think the best way that I would describe it is just exciting because the energy there is so thick with excitement and opportunity and possibility. And I mean, it's very humbling too because you are around incredible musicians on a daily basis that are amazing, and you sit there and wonder, now why don't they have a record deal, and what sets me apart and what makes me different. But it's pretty amazing how everybody out there is rooting everybody else on. Like, everyone is very supportive of the other person. It's really like a big family out there. So, it is highly competitive, but it's also, I still call it a small town because it's got that hometown family feel, and it's a really exciting time and an exciting place.
So let's talk about this EP. Broken is Beautiful. What was it
hmm
like working on this record, and what made you name this EP Broken is Beautiful?
Well, I think the reason that I appreciate that title, it's actually just a lyric in one of my songs. It's not a title track or anything like that. It's just a lyric from the very last song on the EP, and it's called "We're All Broken." And the reason I wanted to name it is because every person is broken in their own way, and that is not a negative necessarily. Like, sometimes our brokenness is what sets us apart and makes us different, and it also makes us beautiful. And so just because no one is perfect, no one is without some sort of brokenness in their lives, like, we need to stick together and celebrate it because that is what makes us different, and it is what sets us apart, and we have a lot to gain from each other if we just stick together. And so that's the message I wanted to portray with this EP, with that song. Like, it is a beautiful thing, and we're all beautiful in our own way.
That is definitely true. Um, is that we all have our flaws. Um,
Mhm.
Nobody in this world is perfect. No matter how good you are, no matter how talented you are, obviously there's people out there that want to strive to do more or do better. Um, we can't let our past dictate who we are.
That's right.
You have a chance to and eh, take the challenge head on. You know, and
Mhm.
whatever happens happens. We all have to
Yep.
we all have to take chances. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get right back up. Uh,
That's exactly right.
so I
That's exactly right.
so I definitely appreciate you explaining um, broken is beautiful, especially the broken part because people can look at that as a negative type of thing.
Right.
Um,
Right. And a lot of times it's really not. It's just who we are, and we're all different.
So as far as musically, who do you consider like your artist as an
Well, I feel like I've been heavily influenced by Bruce Springsteen. I'm a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. The believability of his songs when he sings them is unbelievable. Like when I listen to him sing, I truly believe every word he's singing. And that's always my goal when I'm performing is I want when people to listen to it, I want them to be like, wow, that like she lived that. That was her. That's her soul that she's bearing right there. And that's part of why I appreciate him so much because he's so believable. And to me, that's one of the biggest compliments that someone can give you is, wow, like I believed you when you sang that song. Like I believed what you said. And that's always been, to me, the epitome of a compliment. I have a lot of people tell me that I sound sort of in the Shania Twain sort of vibe and maybe a little bit of the Bonnie Raitt vibe just because I'm bluesy. But, you know, Bruce has been a big influence on me, of course, too. But there's so many. Like, it's always so hard to just pick, you know, one or two. But that's probably who I would say have had the most influence on my music and how I want to perform and portray myself to people as an entertainer.
the boss himself, Bruce?
Yes.
And
Yes.
definitely what stood out in in Bruce, as you said, is believable. Believe in what he's saying and how he felt at the time, writing songs. He's legendary, and
Yes.
he he's definitely the type of music that casual people, like ourselves, can relate to.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
he's still doing music to this day. When a lot of artists have done music and it's like they fade away or whatever, but not him. He's still here.
No.
He's still here. He's doing music and he's still getting, selling records and things like that. So that's a model of consistency on his part as an artist, because you got a lot of people, new people come, but yeah, Bruce still holds his own as an artist, and he still that fan base of his is strong, you know.
That's right.
So that's
And I mean, the goal is always to have that kind of longevity career, you know, to be able to do it as long as you want, as long as you can, and people are still showing up. You're still putting butts in seats, as I put it. So, and he definitely has that figured out.
so I mentioned earlier I played the song Sandpaper and Bond, and you did
Hmm.
a music for it. Talk about shooting a music video and what's the song?
Well, the song is about whiskey and my favorite things. So I came by it honestly, but the other day we sat down to write it. My friend had the idea because someone had come up to him and said, "Your voice sounds like sandpaper and bourbon." I was like, "That's cool. Can we write that?" And he's like, "She was just saying my voice sounds like that. And I'm like, can we make that a song? Like, how can we make that a song? Like, you know, maybe we can make it like a kiss, like kiss is sandpaper and bourbon because he's got the 5 o'clock shadow, but he tastes like whiskey. Like, how can we play on that?" So we wrote it probably in about 2.5 hours, just on the spot. It just kind of poured out, and it's been one of my favorite songs, and I still get the most requests to play that song at shows. Shooting the music video was super fun. I got to work with one of my favorite videographers in Nashville, really young, fresh videographer, a good friend of mine, and we literally shot it in about 4 hours in her sister's house in Nashville. So it's a very quick thing, a fun thing to have out there for the fans. You know, I'm always trying to create more content and get more music out there and more videos out there, and it was super fun. I mean, we just had a great time with it, and the actor is actually just a good friend of mine that I've known for a while, and I called him and asked him if he would come and play opposite me, and we had a blast. It was a really fun shoot.
Kissing and whiskey. That's quite the recipe right there. That's that's quite the combination, I guess you could say. But hey, you made it work. You know, like you
Yeah.
say, people. So whatever it is that you're doing, you do right apparently. So more
Thank
power
you.
to you. Broken is Beautiful is the name of the EP. It is available on iTunes. Go check that out. Now, you got any upcoming shows, upcoming performances you like to promote?
I do. I've got a couple shows coming up in Nashville at Puckett's Restaurant. So if anybody's in the Nashville area, make sure you check out Puckett's website or my website. You can find all my dates, lizmoriondo.com, and that's LizMoriondo, just in case you can't remember. I also have a pretty big event coming up in April in Southwest Missouri in Springfield, the Springfield Raceway. They're having an autism awareness extravaganza to raise money and raise awareness for autism, and I'm going to be performing there. We're actually going to be bringing the NASCAR show. So I've performed on the NASCAR show for a couple years, and so we're bringing the NASCAR show to the autism awareness extravaganza at the Springfield Raceway in Missouri. So I'm really looking forward to that one and super excited about it. But again, all my dates are on my website if you head over to lizmoriondo.com, and you can find all my social media pages right there as well.
So, speaking of Facebook, I like to, scroll down, check out some stuff, pretend I'm going to ask or whatever. So you got it's on your Facebook fan page. It's a kitchen concert series, and you are singing Miranda Lambert's song "We Should Be Friends." And
Yes.
yes, people, it is at a actual kitchen. Uh, it's a really nice kitchen, by the way.
Well, thank you. The guy who plays guitar for me, he is so kind. Him and his wife invite me over. We eat dinner, we get out the guitars, and we play a song in the kitchen. And we do it once a month. And it just kind of started as a fun little thing that I wanted to throw up on YouTube, and it has really just taken off. And I ended up having a video go viral a couple years ago. I did a parody to Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass. Mine was All About That Bass. I grew up in the Ozarks fishing and hunting and in the outdoors, and it's had over 12 million views on Facebook and YouTube. And so after that happened, I said, I'm going to make this a monthly thing, and I'm going to call it the Kitchen Concert Series, and we'll do a new cover song each month, kind of something that's new and out on the radio, and it's been awesome. We have a great time with it, and people get to kind of come into the house and just see us as we are with just our acoustic guitars, hanging out after a day of work.
That is awesome, and shout out to people doing music videos at your homes and letting you do these kitchen concert series at the kitchen. That's a good
Absolutely.
thing. And
none would be possible without the people that I have around me helping me. I mean, I'm so blessed and so grateful for all the great people that I've met since I've been to Nashville. And it takes a team. Like anybody who says they make it on their own is full of it, because it takes a lot of people. And we need to not ever forget that, because every single person is important and has helped you along the way. So I'm super grateful for all the people who have helped me.
now, I live in Kentucky, and there's a versatile of musicians out there, especially on the country field. And you're doing your thing in Nashville. That's cool, and I truly believe in my heart that we need to get Liz out here in Kentucky somehow, some way, so she can, you know, showcase her talent. You know what I mean? So, all my Kentucky friends, especially in Lexington, I'm gonna need y'all to please book Liz, bring her here to Lexington, and you won't be disappointed. Uh,
Thank you so much.
I'm just
That means a lot to me.
so, and we have had people from Nashville come to Lexington before, so it's happened before. So, and Liz, thank you so much for being on the show. This has been a fun show for me, and I'm glad you was here to end it, hit it on a very high note. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I hope to be back on again sometime soon.
You absolutely gonna come Let me know if you got more new music, or if somehow you come to Kentucky, we could do a video interview. Who knows?
That'd be awesome. Sounds great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great night. Have a great weekend.
All right. You too.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.